Shosimi is a young Nigerian entrepreneur. He is a Lagos-based fashion lover and designer. He started his entrepreneur journey as a fashion designer at an early age because he was born into the craft. He studied mathematics at the University of Lagos, after which he fully became an entrepreneur. Alex loves to look good and at the same time make others look their best. He is the CEO of Show Couture, which he founded in the year 2012. Show Couture is a fashion brand that is keen on giving well-tailored clothes and also offers quality after-sales services to its customers. Alex claims Show Couture is the only fashion brand that offers free school uniforms to public schools in some certain areas of Ogun State, just encouraging young Nigerians on the importance of education.
Okay, my name is Alex and I'm the creative director of Show Couture, a fashion brand that is structured around giving male that are well oriented about details when it comes to our locally designed attires in terms of shirts, agbada, suits, and we pay attention to all the necessary details that makes our clients always want to come back. And we've been in business for quite a while. Without mistaking, we've been in business for about 8 years now. And by God's grace and with consistency, we have been able to make some headway. Now, from time memorial, there have been people that, native attires generally are stuff that has been in vogue for quite a while. But then we found out that with time, people's taste and quest for what they wear is quite out of the ordinary because of the kind of exposure that they've had in time past. So from there we discovered that people do not want to wear the old type of natives because they are always too big or not fashionable enough for them. So we brought about the idea of bringing the Western fashion type into the old native attire that people have always known, and we give it new fittings, sharp designs, and it just makes wearing native attire look really gorgeous. So that is the spice I had to the fashion industry. Now this started a long time ago because my mom is a fashion designer, and right from there I picked interest, even though they weren't going to allow me to just say, okay, I just want to be a fashion designer, you won't go to school. No, that's not going to work. So he was born out of interest, first of all, and a long time when I entered the University of Lagos, I started thinking of stuff that I could do aside my professional pursuit or whatever. So from there, I started building myself, started training myself, started attending trainings, learning patterns and doing all of that. And trust me, my zeal for what I do has brought me this far. So, and with the encouragement of my parents and friends that I had, because they believe that I can do it, and yeah, I am actually. My experience in this business has been quite much, because right from the start, it's not always easy from the beginning. There are some challenges you face at some point that is enough to discourage you. But then we don't let that get to us. We don't back down because we definitely will know where we're going, and to get there, the road has to be rough. So the road being rough is what is going to test our viability and if we really want to be in business in the first place. So the experiences, government policies, they have been killing for real. But then we don't let that be a challenge to us. We've always been striving ahead. My unique selling point, that would be the question, is that when you wear our Show Couture, You don't need to talk before people start asking you, wow, I really love your outfit. Because we always pay attention to the last thread on the clothes. And that is what most designers do not do. They just feel, okay, once the clothes is out, it is out, let's move on to the next one. No. We always pay attention to our customers. If there's 1 inch detail that is missing that we need to fix, and we need to go back to the drawing board and do it over again, we will do it, because customer satisfaction is what we really pursue, and that is what has given us a name in the brand. Both are intertwined in the sense that a tailor is the person that tailors the clothes itself. Now a designer designs. Now I can say the reason why I would say I'm a fashion designer is this. I've gone past the stage of sitting on the machine and tailoring myself. So what I did was, after I design, I create the pattern for my tailor to tailor, because in a case whereby the quantity is quite much, I can't tailor it all by myself. So there's a structure that makes tailoring quite easy for them. So what they do is just sit down on the machine, whatever it is we have on ground, I give you all the necessary parameters and give you all the necessary patterns. You tailor it out for me while I focus more on my design, on my customers and customer relations and the after services that we have to render. So I'm not a tailor, I'm a fashion designer. Pandemic was quite a challenge, but for every designer that knows what they are doing, it was a time to brace up, restructure, and forge ahead. Now during the pandemic, there was not much ashwabi or whatever, but what we did was we made nose mask. We didn't sell nose mask. We made nose mask for people that needed nose mask, in the sense that everybody that could reach us would access nose mask. So what we did was, for our customers to come back and see us, we told them that, see, in this pandemic, we know you need nose mask. We love you. What you do is come to our office, pick up a substantial amount of nose mask and give it to people you want. So the gimmick behind it is that there's no customer that comes into our office to pick nose mask that won't patronize on the long run. So that was how we could able to surmount the pandemic issue. The inflow wasn't that much, but then we were content because we were helping lives, and at the same time we were still not losing. So it was really a time. It was really a big time. What my 5-year business plan is this. In China, they produce large quantity of whatever they do without any alteration. So here's my plan. In the next 5 years, Aosho Couture would want to produce ready-to-wear natives that can be exported both internationally, interstate, and the likes, for people to buy without even trying to check if there's errors or whatever, or this is what you ordered and what you get. So we want to create a structure around standardized production of native attires in the next 5 years without problem. Our customers keep us going, in the sense that for quite a while we've got recommendations and referrals, and it just wows us most of the time. And people ask me if I've ever worked in a corporate body, but then I've attended programs that have helped me grow. I've attended entrepreneurial summits. I've attended Faith Foundation Summit that has really opened my eyes to plenty of things that every entrepreneur should know. So in the past years, our customers they've been very, very great. And notwithstanding, they are funny customers also, but we try as much as possible not to have any bad customers, in the sense that if we do jobs that customers do not like, we try and make sure that on the long run we come to a resolve, and on the long run we are both happy. So that way business has been moving. Now, mistakes that most designers do is they run to Instagram and create sponsored ads and try to make themselves popular before even starting business. Now, not that it is wrong to run sponsored ads, not that it is wrong to run promotions. In fact, it is very good. But I would advise most designers to try and create a content that cannot be tested, in the sense that your quality should not be compromised. Your quality should not be compromised. Take time, know how to handle customers before even going on Instagram to run sponsored ads. Because what most people do is, when you run sponsored ads and the orders keep flowing and you can't handle it, people come back to that Instagram and start doing stuff and start saying stuff that will even make you want to close business the next day. So take your time, create a good content. When you have a good content and you run sponsored ads and people see that what you deliver is of good quality, trust me, you won't really have a tough time doing business. If you know what you want and you are a go-getter, nothing will stop you, and trust me, in this country we can all make it together without any problem. So that's just my word for people that are about to start up.